and welcome to Zoodesia Zoo! We are over at the staff lounge, having just come back from our big vacation. Well, vacation I say because there were so many plants involved. So many plants! I had a wonderful time gathering so many of them. But it was actually an expedition, not a vacation. We just got back from collecting a whole bunch of new deer for the deer exhibit. Oh my gosh, and we're flying in my eyes a little bit too much, so let's step out from underneath our awesome tree. Hello, Bella! I just wanted to say good morning. Hello? Okay, hang on, Bella. I think she's a little upset because I've been raiding her area. Okay, actually, Bella, I still need these potions of night vision. I'm sorry. I'll give you more things in a little bit. But yes, good morning, everybody, and thank you all so much for the amazing ideas. Never hesitate to tell me ideas about what we should do in the zoo. There's always so much to do in the zoo, and I'm always so busy, like, trying to catch up with ourselves. But that's a good thing. That is such a good thing. We have so much more to learn about, so much more to educate about. Like today, for example, I think that carpenter's fence just ate my berries. It did! Oh, evil thing. I'll close it with my apple jelly sandwich from now on. Apparently, if I open and close the fence while I hold my berries, then my berries get smushed in my hand, and that is just not the way I like to do things. So, first things first, let's get these little animals out of these safari nets and into the deer exhibit. So, you guys have been so excited, came up with so many names. Now, the majority of what we keep in here are white-tailed deer. You can kind of see a few of them from here. There's the baby bramble. Let's see, there's one of the females. Let's see, there's another female. And then Bambi, our male. Don't worry, guys, we definitely have a deer named Bambi. He's hiding over in that corner. And look how much nicer the side of the exhibit looks now that we have put up the leaf back wall instead of just leaving it a dirt wall. It is amazing! And I actually need to, well, we don't have any room, but after we release a few of the new ones, and they're all females, and a baby. A new baby! I wonder, oh my gosh, I forgot how many snails are in here. Apparently they're really enjoying the northern bed straw. But a few facts about white-tailed deer. They are very widespread, larger deer that you can find through most of North America, into Canada, teensy parts of like South, or well, not South America, I don't think. Don't quote me on that, but I know that they poke down just a teensy wee bit into like New Mexico or Mexico and some of Central America. They make these really loud noises, but in real life I have often fought with deer. I will tell you the truth, guys. I have often gone head-to-head with these white-tail little brats who eat my gardens! In real life, I have lost many a garden to the white-tailed deer coming and eating them! Eating all my plants! I'll never forget, like, I grew the best raised bed garden ever. I was only like 19, so I was so proud of all the hard work I had done, and everything was ready. My basil plant was taller than I was and still had great, rich, wonderful leaves that it was giving off. My, like, tomatoes were totally ripe. My strawberries, the first year I finally managed to get strawberries to grow, and I was so excited, and I knew that the next day I was going to harvest all of it. We were going to have a big garden harvest. Well, that night our Great Dane went nuts. She was just barking and going absolutely nuts at the window, and we couldn't figure out what was wrong, but we like just kind of ignored her. It's a lemon tree! Okay, that's relevant. Sorry about that. But yeah, we just kind of ignored her because it's like, Zoe, just calm down, dog. We go out the next morning, deer had come through our yard and razed my garden to the ground. Like, 5 foot tall basil? Nub. They aren't even supposed to enjoy eating basil. You aren't even supposed to like eating basil. So I've had a bit of a love-hate relationship with white-tailed deer. That was when I lived in Missouri. They seem much happier to stick to the mountains where I am in North Carolina. I see them, I've seen them a few times, just a handful of times, but it's been really amazing experiences. You can actually see me as I'm just going walking at the park late at night. Like, well, it was about, 8 p.m. I was just walking in the park by myself going, la 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 la, beautiful world. And then you can see me when I run into a whole bunch of them, really big ones on the vlog channel, Seri's Greenhouse. You can check that out and see me finding real deer. But for now, we found a whole bunch of new deer. So let's go ahead, and we have some awesome names picked out, actually. Let me introduce the names, and thank you, everybody. You had so many fantastic new names. I was so excited to see just the abundance of names that everyone suggested. They were great. I had a really hard time picking. If I didn't pick this time, don't despair. I have a feeling that Bambi might like some of the new females. We'll have to think about that. Some of the babies might finally grow up, and we might end up with more fawns somehow. But for now, we have Bilberry, Delilah, Thicket, and Hazel. So let's see which one's which. Oh, hello. Oh, all the deer are noisy now. They're like, it's a new deer, it's a new deer. Panic. There you go, Bilberry. Welcome to the group. This is our white-tailed deer herd. And yeah, everyone's so noisy. I'll tell you more about it when we get a little further away. And here's Delilah. There you go, Delilah. How you doing? My goodness, I think that this is the baby. So Thicket will go with Bramble over here. Pretty sure. Never mind, not the baby. Alright, let's move you over here. And is this the baby? Because I want to name the baby Bramble. There, it's the baby. So here's Thicket to go with Bramble, I mean. There we go. And then Hazel is this one over here. And actually, I just realized I need to get another name for this lovely lady. So I'm going to have to get her a proper name. But goodness gracious, they're noisy. So let's get away from them just a little bit. I actually have a deer trainer who's going to be tweaking some audio files so that they don't make noise anymore. But white-tailed deer, they gain their name from that white tail that you see under their rumps. And often they are seen like skedaddling into the wilderness. They see you coming or they hear you, and like most prey animals, if they decide that they don't want to be around you just in case, they just take off, and they'll often flip up that white tail of theirs, kind of like a rabbit will. Like a cottontail rabbit has the same name system because of the same thing. When they're running away from you, they'll flip their tail up and you can see the white under their tail, and so white-tailed deer get the same sort of naming scheme. When they're running away from you, just like a cottontail rabbit, they'll flip that tail up and you can see the little white rump that they have. And so that's how they get the name. And they do travel in herds occasionally. They really, depends on the time of year. Often in the spring, after the mating season has gone on and the female is pregnant, she'll often just kind of like be on her own for a while. After the babies are born, she'll often be on her own, but sometimes they'll gather in groups like this. It depends on the area, which I would love to do more research on that. So if you're familiar with the knowledge of why deer sometimes do gather in matrilineal herds, that means herds led by females. They'll often gather in herds of females with their fawns and stick in groups. And the groups have been measured to be anywhere from just groups of 5, and sometimes it'll go all the way up into groups of like hundreds. Now those groups of hundreds, someone commented saying that happens because of overpopulation. In several states in the United States, the deer's natural predator, which would be like our wonderful Naomi, our cougar, who's somewhere down there, or bears like Yogi, who has always constantly escaped and is driving me absolutely nuts, or even coyotes and even eagles will try to take down the small fawns. Pretty amazing stuff if you think about it. So Bramble and Thicket there might have to worry about like, oh no, I destroyed a flower. Oh, that's so bad of me. But Bramble and Thicket right here might have to worry about an eagle swooping down from the sky and trying to eat them. So lots of natural predators, and I definitely need to call the deer whisperer to make these guys quiet now that we have so many of them. Oh my gosh, they're so noisy! But very cool, and they'll eat pretty much anything. Like I said, they will eat my garden stuff. That is definitely on the list. Oh, look at how many there are now! I love it! Now that I've gotten further away, they've gone quiet too. Are you guys happier now? Yeah, they feel safe. So that's a good thing to note. If we stand on the balcony, then they feel a lot safer and they're much more quiet. But, yeah, so, oh, they're so pretty. They really will pretty much eat anything from your garden. They eat a lot of twigs. Again, it depends on the time of year. So think about that. A lot of people think, oh, an animal eats X food the entire year. That's not how it works in the wild, is it, you guys? When are the berries going to be ready? Mostly in the spring and in the summer. When are the nuts going to be ready? A lot of them in the fall. When are the tender young grasses going to be ready? Early spring. What are you going to eat during the winter? Roots, twigs, leaves, like anything that you can get your teeth on, bark. So, oh yeah, they're still making some noise. That's amazing. So it really depends on what time of year it is for when the deer will be eating what's available. And that goes for all animals, including humans. When do we eat watermelon? Most of us, in the United States at least, eat watermelon in the summer because that's when it's grown in the fields and we can get access to it. So think about that. The deer don't go to the grocery store. The deer go and they get their food just from what's in the wild around them. And that is seasonally dependent. So their food and their socialization and their habits change depending on the time of year. So always remember that. Like Bambi over there, he might hang out with other males occasionally in what's called bachelor herds. And sometimes he might decide that he needs to fight all the other males because he wants to be able to get close to the ladies. Also, it's pretty dark in this deer exhibit. Let's go get some fireflies. I just realized how dark it is. Hello, my pup-ups. You guys want to chew on this pear? Hi, babies. I think I've got some raw chicken for you. Here you go, Tate. Here you go, Iris. Oh, these two are hanging out again. They're so cute. I love them. All right, and I'm just going to skip, hop, and jump up here. Let's see if we've got some fireflies hidden in my treasure chest. But yeah, I'm really into studying seasonal dependency of food sources and all those things right now. I'm going to try to kind of get a bit of that in my life myself, even though I'm a human. I think that might be good for me. All right, let's take 6 fireflies for good luck. And then let me put all of these awesome used safari nets. That's going to have to be our goal over the next couple days, guys, is to empty out these safari nets. Because this is kind of ridiculous to have so many amazing reusable safari nets, and I can't use them because they're locked up in all of our awesome animals. Isn't that that's just redonkulous, if you ask me. Just redonkulous to the max. So white-tailed deer. And they're pretty cool. Like, the biggest problem that I ever ran into with deer, now they're making the noise. They're so awesome. But the biggest problem that I ever ran into, other than them eating my garden, is that we often would have car accidents in Missouri that the deer were involved in because they're so big. Whoops. Come here, little squishy firefly. You go there. I love these fireflies so much, you guys. You have no idea. I am just so in love with these fireflies. Especially because they light up such huge areas. Look at that! Look at how we just transformed this area due to those fireflies. Hey, Bramble! Hey, Thicket! I love how the babies get to play together now. This is just awesome. Alright, let's scooch away. Because they're all still complaining at me. And now we're going to take the red cardinal that we found, and we are going to put her up in the temperate bird greenhouse, because that's a good place to stick them for now. And it occurred to me, that because I need a safe place to leave the bunnies for now, we should do a multi-species exhibit. So I'm going to put our 2 forest bunnies, Thor and Tulip. Mine is Tulip, and Thor is the bunny that Calf got during our Easter special. But I think I'm going to put them in here so that they can just run around with the deer. And it's a very nice enclosed area, very safe. It's got some little snails they can hang out with. They can kind of tease the deer. So let's go ahead and we'll release these two bunnies in here. And eventually I want to make them like their own nice little area. So which one's this? This one's Thor. Look how cute he is! Oh my gosh! Forest bunny cuteness overload! And that one's Tulip. Now this is a boy and a girl, so I might have to be cautious about. Whoa! Tulip! Oh, she's off. Okay, they're doing good. There she is. Apparently she'll be fine. Apparently she's already a diggin' bunny. And there's Thor being adorable. But we're gonna make this a multi-species exhibit by leaving those 2 in here. And let's go ahead and we're going to take the cardinal that we found out in the wild, and we are going to put her up in the temperate bird aviary. Man, there's still so much we need to build in the zoo. I'm looking around thinking about that. Oh, what an amazing experience this is. Alright, Ethan, we're going to try this again. I know I let Snow White escape by accident, and that's why you have no birds in here again. But I'm thinking we might have to take away the fountain. This is the only thing I can think that the birds could be killed on, because I purposely built the glass panes in a certain patterning so that the birds wouldn't run into them. So we'll have to see. Alright, let's release you. No, come back, Cranberry! I must name you! Hey, get away from that door. Oh my gosh, how did you do that? That was me. Okay, that was me right-clicking. I was like, oh my gosh, the bird! The bird is magic! It knows how to open the door! But no, it was just me, like, accidentally clicking on it. That makes me feel better. Phew. Alright, and let's take down Bob's old house. Ah, as much as it is full, like, totally filled with memories. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh! You're joking! And he was inside here! You guys? I think we need to go get more fireflies. I think I need to go get more fireflies, because that's not cool. No, 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 no. That's a big no-no. The ghost was inside. No wonder we keep losing all of our birds and things. If we're having, like, monsters actually show up in here, jeez Louise. Well, we're gonna help everybody out by removing Bob's old house real quick. He and Dolly, and Bob's chicken. I still cannot believe we found Bob's chicken. That stunned me. Is that the chicken that we have in here? I hear a chicken. Like, I feel like Bob's chickens have just, like, come back from the dead. It's kind of surreal, to be honest. Alright, let's get this. And I think we could potentially move this guardian, because he is Bob's guardian. Maybe he wants to retire? Hang out with Junior and JJ? That's a possibility. Alright, let's remove this. And now we have more natural areas for the birds to be able to fly around in. Alright. There's that. Oh, it feels so good to actually get stuff done in the zoo. Don't get me wrong, adventuring and exploring is completely awesome too. There we go. I cannot believe we just had that naughty, like... Okay, so there's Cranberry. We really are down to one bird in here. Okay, so I think we definitely need to go get some more of the fireflies, because now I'm thinking everyone's disappearing because they're dying to monsters that spawn in here. So let me go ahead and do this. Let's go get a bunch more fireflies. Also, let me adjust, let's see where these leaves are real quick. There we go. We'll lift them up a little bit. Whoops. Okay. Alright, where's my leaves? Come here, leaves. Ah. Well, at least now maybe we could go on a firefly new bird expedition and things will be okay. I don't think this torch needs to be here because we have one right there. There we go. Let's back up a little bit. Poor tree. And there. Alright, Cranberry is happily singing along. Oh my. Excuse you. Pardon you, sir. You do not belong here. Good grief. Well, apparently I really do. I'm full of arrows. Why? Let's put my gear on. Oh, that's so sad. I can just hear Mara rolling her eyes at me like, you've got to light the place up, Seri. I really do. I'm so bad about it. I'm so bad about it. Oh. Alright, well, let's get some fireflies, because now I just want to, like, light up the top of the bird aviary a bit more. And we have added in our new herd of deer, so that's very exciting. They are big guys. Oh, also, and it's really fun, because if you're, like, out in the wild, you can often... Whoa! Stuck. You can often find these little paths where deer will walk again and again and again in the forest. And I found quite a few of these around here. And it's fun to follow those, because you can see where the deer have gone and what they're up to. And I like to follow those, and it'll usually lead you to, like, the water. It'll lead you around to like, through the trees, and basically just follow the deer path. And they're so large, the white-tailed deer, that they push away the vegetation, and their hard hooves keep the ground growth from really popping up. So they make excellent paths for humans to be able to slip through the forest. So instead of, like, fighting against... No, Cranberry! Oh my gosh, Cranberry! Ah! Cranberry, stay! Stay! Stay. Cranberry. Oh, I caught her. We might need to make like a double entrance for the, oh, look at Thor! That is the cutest thing in the world! Look at Thor! He's just like standing on top of the trunk. Thor, that is adorable. He is the bunny in charge of the whole area. That is adorable. Alright. Eat my apple jelly sandwich for just a second. Grab another pear. Let's go light up the area. Yeah, we might have to make an entrance to the aviary that involves 2 doors. Because clearly, Cranberry's first goal was to get out of there as fast as possible. So let's try. Okay, you go here. And now let's climb up and get a bunch of fireflies like all over the place. Because holy days. Firefly. Alright, let's come down here. Firefly. Whoop. Oh yeah, this is one of our Enderman azaleas. It's been a long time since we've had any of those. No new ones for a while. Alright. Now I need to go up and up and up and put down more fireflies. I cannot believe that the curse of the flame ghost is still pursuing us this far. Alright, there's another one. At least, thankfully, fireflies will go on leaf blocks too. That's a big deal. Alright, and then I can get one over here. Alright, climb down here. Hopefully this will protect our little birdies. You never knew. Did you know that we were going to be climbing through branches today? Gingerly tucking fireflies with their glow butts through the area, because I sure didn't. I sure didn't see this as part of my duties for the day, but that's what I love about being a zookeeper. You never know what you're going to be doing. Variety is vital to keep life happy, healthy, wonderful. There we go. Alright, hopefully that'll help. We'll have to come back in one night to assess the viability of the light levels in the bird aviary. There we go. There. And we are definitely going to have to make a set of double doors. No cranberry! Cranberry? Cranberry. Oh my gosh. We're definitely going to have to make a set of double doors so that Cranberry cannot escape. That might be another one of the problems. Cranberry, you go there. There we go. Get a few more leaves scattered around. There we go. Let's see. Jump, jump, jump. Place, place, place. There we go. Alright, stay, Cranberry. No, Cranberry, stay. Oh my gosh, the door is open! Whew. Okay, we'll make up a set of double doors for the aviary. That's gonna have to go on the list. But there we go. So now we have got the bunnies in with the in with the deer. Thor, that was adorable of Thor. Look at Thor run around. He loves that little bench. Like, that's just the cutest thing in the world, seeing him over there. Let's go see him and Tulip over there. Oh, jumped straight into this little pond. That's hilarious. All right, let's go see how Thor and Tulip are doing. Close the door so they don't get out. There's Tulip, there's Thicket and Bramble. Look at Tulip, she's standing up on the top too. That is the cutest thing ever. Alright, I would say definitely adding more animals in here has made this a far more interesting exhibit. Maybe we'll try to go catch some more bunnies, or we'll see if Thor and Tulip get along. We'll have to see. And then, you know what we need to do is really, hi Thor, is really get back to work helping out Dr. Nami in his cove. So, whew, as usual, there's always so much to do in the zoo, and I will see you guys next time. Remember, stay curious, go outside, do something awesome, and don't let those white-tailed deer eat your garden. Bye, guys.